Welcome everyone to Linden, the Steadfast Queen, and in this part 5, I'm going to talk to you about the lands I've chosen to place in this deck. Now, most of them are plains, of course, but there are some utility lands, and let's go through them, shall we? First up, I have a High Market. Sacrificing creatures to gain a life can always be useful. You don't want your opponents to gain control of your creatures. Reliquary Tower, having no maximum hand size. Windbrisk Heights, this is an attacking deck, so having a free cast of any spell that costs more than 1 mana is always good with this. Secluded Step, cycling lands, sometimes you just draw too many lands, so you just want to get rid of one. Vesuva, entering the battlefield is a copy of any useful land on the battlefield. I'll even be naming some as we go. Thespian Stage, same principles as Vesuva, copying any powerful land. Here is one to start off with. So we have Emeria, Sky Ruined. Enters tapped, and at the beginning of your upkeep, if you control 7 or more planes, return a creature from your graveyard to the battlefield. It also taps for white. Mistveil Plains. Now, Mistveil Plains, if you control 2 or more white permanents, you can activate the ability to put a card from your graveyard at the bottom of your library. Opal Palace, making our commander grow bigger and bigger each time they kill it. Command Beacon, sometimes your commander, if it costs like 13, like whatever amount or more, ridiculous amount, you can just sacrifice this beacon, put it into your hand. Sun Titan can recur this. It's so useful in the deck. Castle Ardenvale, creating a 1/1 blocker at instant speed. In most scenarios is not good, but in this deck it can be actually very good. We have Nykthos. This is a proxy because I do own like 12 of them, but I own like 60 something decks, so I'm not going to put real cards in every single deck. But anyways, I add a white mana equal to Devotion. This is a heavily devoted deck. There's lots of pips. It was very quick ramp. Speaking of ramp, we have Mirror Landscape. Now, I know I should be putting these cards in my ramp package, but those lands that copy other lands, it can also copy Mirror Landscape in an early game for quick ramp. And last but not least, Ancient Tomb. We have so much life in this deck that hitting ourselves for 2 is really not that big of a deal. And it adds us 2 mana.